ladies as well as gentlemen. Papa Boris is back for some more Hearthstone arena action. We're in the middle of a Druid run with what appears to be a pretty mediocre deck. We had a really funny win against a Shaman and a really embarrassing loss to a Paladin. But you know I am happy about that. No priests and no mages. As long as I continue seeing 0 priests and 0 mages, I'll be fine. Now this deck's actually pretty good against priests. I mean, it's got the Chillwind Yeti, Druid of the Claw, Ascension Shield Master, lots of those good 4-drops. So, but it also has some tempting mind control targets, like the Ironbark Protector. Boethius, wow, this is an elegant gentleman of learning and grace. We'll just keep this hand, I think. I mean, it's got Claw for problematic 2-drops. It's got the Mad Bomber for clearing out the Paladin minions. Maybe, unless it just shoots all the frickin' barrels at my face. And the Twilight Drake will be a nice Chillwind Yeti supercharged on turn 4. Seems good to me. What you got, Boethius?
In the light's name.
Light Warden. Wow, well, that's, you know, your draft is going badly when you're picking up Light Warden. Well, what we'll do is, I'm just going to kill it. It may be a bad card. And Paladins and Druids certainly don't do any healing. But I could, of course, have coined out the Mad Bomber, tried to pluck it off that way. Let's just keep the board clear. Let's just make it to our end game, and everything will be for the best. Okay, I could actually innervate a Twilight Drake. It would be a Chillwind Yeti-sized creature in that case. I do believe that is better than playing a Mad Bomber and hoping that one of the barrels lands on the recruit.
Handle it.
Okay, the raid leader isn't really quite going to get the job done. Okay, let's go ahead and think. I could play Wild Growth, which would be nice. It would let me play the Druid of the Claw next turn. And then I could coin out the Mad Bomber. Let's... Jesus Christ, this Mad Bomber. Why do I take this card? Okay, we'll kill the raid leader first. Then we'll play the Mad Bomber. Okay. Okay, that's awesome.
That was a mistake.
It wasn't a mistake, it was bad luck, you ass. We'll play Wild Growth with a coin. And we'll pass the turn. God damn, this Mad Bomber. You know, the odds of all of them hitting my stuff were only 1 in 8. Oh my god, that's a 1 in... Oh, Jesus. Well, anyway, Hammer of Wrath's gonna finish that off. So now I get to kill off this thingamaboob with my Mad Bomber. My quality Mad Bomber. And thanks to that Wild Growth, we get to play out the Druid of the Claw. I'm gonna go ahead and charge him up. Don't see much of a reason for the taunting here. Of course, if my opponent flips a True Silver Champion, I will deeply, deeply regret the lack of taunting. But I bet if he had a True Silver Champion, he would have used that rather than Hammer of Wrath to kill the Drake. Never mind! Oh my god, I cannot catch a break today. There's a True Silver Champion. I am way behind on cards. Because I innervated the Twilight Drake, and because I used Wild Growth. So I'm like way behind on cards. To a shocking degree. I am not quite desperate enough to, like, waste the Keeper of the Grove, though. Oh, man, I'm just going to play the War Golem next turn and hope it goes the distance. If he plays, like, a Sunwalker or something, I'll silence it, I suppose. But other than that... Oh, my God, what is going on with these games? What is going on with these games? Frost Elemental, interesting choice. Just a big dude. Stops me from attacking with my hero ability. Wow, that's a little bit of an interesting move right there. Not killing my Mad Bomber? Why wouldn't you kill the Mad Bomber, I wonder? So you have to be careful here. Claw doesn't actually work. I could panda back the Mad Bomber. Oh, God. Okay, here's what we'll do. I'm going to swing like that. Play panda. And just deal 2 damage. That's the turn. Claw would be kind of a poor card there. He's got 6 cards to my 4, soon to be 5. I guess I'm doing alright. I am caught up on mana here as the second player. Wild Growth is a bit more impressive when you're first player, and you can actually get ahead on mana. especially after your opponent has used the coin. Here I've used the coin, so I'm just essentially caught up. It's not really that impressive. So justice is actually, justice here is actually a problem, not for the life gain, but just because of the stats. Although the Ironbark Protector has arrived at a timely time. This thing talks. Oh, no, this guy is the one who's saying feel nature's wrath. This thing just goes. Now, my opponent could use, of course, a Blessing of Kings. That would make this 9-10. It would actually kill my Ironbark Protector in high style. Humility is also a good answer, but this is still a taunt. I mean, it's sort of like a Mogishan Warden, I guess, that cost 8 mana. Okay, that when I put it that way, that's terrible. Hey, how about a Mogishan Warden that costs 8 mana, huh? That seems pretty good, right, boss? Okay, so this is an 8-6 now, and he still has 6 mana to play, which is a little bit terrifying. He's dealt with my biggest threat and given himself a huge guy for 2 mana. That is Paladins at their finest. That is for sure. Luckily we took this War Golem, or else we'd be in deep doo-dog. But the problem is, this thing actually kills the War Golem. How am I supposed to kill this thing? Huh. Oh, jeez, it's getting even more health. Baloney. Oh my god, this is starting to get out of control. What are you doing? Stop doing things! Things! Stop doing them. Okay, he's gonna draw cards. So my only advantage of the cards has been nullified. Oh my fuck. Oh, what is going on? I can't even afford to get hit by this stuff. I mean, this is a lot of damage. I don't think I can play Nourish. I think I have to do this. I think I also have to do this. Might seem crazy, but basically it gives a chance that my 7/7 will be good, basically. So I stopped him from drawing any more cards with his ridiculous Justice guy, and if he doesn't have any more Humility effects, then the War Golem will be good against the Dwarf, and I might be okay. I mean, he could also have a Blessing of Kings. You know, Paladins are full of trickery. I don't know if that's how that was Blizzard. That was intentional by Blizzard. Yeah, we're gonna make Paladins the class of trickery. What do you think? What do you guys think about that? But that's kind of what it turned out to be. Lights just as well. I hope this last card sucks. It's a secret. Oh god. It's Noble Sacrifice. Well, luckily I'm a Druid. Man, Noble Sacrifice is a bit weak against Druids, I gotta say, because basically, you can always flush it out. I have to be a little bit guarding of my life total. Oh, Innervate. Jesus, this is so bad. I'm never gonna get to use this. Well, I could actually use it this turn. I could draw cards, Innervate. Maybe. Okay, anyway, let's flush out the Noble Sacrifice. Oh, it's not Noble Sacrifice. Okay, it's not Noble Sacrifice, it's not Redemption. It must be the thing that makes a creature come into play with 1 health. Good to know. Okay, well, let's go ahead and see if I had known it was well, I had to figure it was Noble Sacrifice. What I really would have liked to do is Claw Hero ability, kill the 3/3. Such is life, though. Let's go ahead and draw 3 cards. Bite. Ascension. Swipe. The 4 mana card brigade. Luckily, I can Innervate and play one of them. I've already attacked, so Bite's no good. Swipe isn't the greatest. Ascension isn't good because it has only 1 health. I guess what I'm going to do is the least impressive swipe of all time. Gonna swipe this thing. Again, Claw doesn't work because I've already attacked. Okay. Well, my opponent's in top deck mode. I know exactly what a secret is unless I've forgotten one. So yeah, the come back to life. The Noble Sacrifice. Oh yes, Eye for an Eye. That's what it could be. It could be. I just dismissed it because that secret sucks so bad. Bite and Claw are a bit overkill here. Swipe could be all right. Well, let's see if it's the thing that makes you have 1 health. It is. Okay. Well, I didn't have any creatures, so there's no way of getting around it. Obviously, we're going to kill off the Recruit there and swing for 7 damage. I might be able to burn my opponent out, which is the interesting thing. I mean, I've got 4, 6, 7, 11 damage of burn. Yep, with the 7 health of this War Golem, attack of this War Golem here. That's enough for the kill. I mean, this is at the point where a Hammer of Wrath will kill it, so that's scary. But If he doesn't have Hammer of Wrath, I might be able to steal a win here. I think I kind of cheated a bit if I win right now. That does not do it, buddy. Huh. Okay. Well, no thanks to you, stupid nerfed Starfall. Let's do that. That. That.
I don't have enough mana.
Uh-oh. Did I really not have enough mana? Oh my gosh. Oops, I just totally screwed up. Oh my god. I'm gonna lose the game if he has another Justice. I didn't need a hero ability. That only added 1 damage on. I should have just swiped and won the game. Oh my god. If he has another one of those Justices, I'm gonna lose and it's gonna be really hilarious. Oh, wow. So he doesn't know that I had a swipe. He thought I was just getting him down to 1 trying to win next turn with the hero ability. Little does he know. Little does he know. Okay. Well, that was the game against Boethius, the cultured erudite paladin. Also the trickster. There's Wild Growth, that very, very important card for me in that game. Okie doke. Let's go on. Oh god, it's like late at night. It's like 10:26. It's past my bedtime. I'm just starting to melt. Maybe I overdid it on the Hearthstone today, but it's still fun. It's still fun. It's just like I feel like a little bit loopy. Might be because I'm playing as Druid. All right, let's see who our next opponent is. Let's see if the game's not going to crash here. I'll try not to make stupid mistakes, like not winning the game when I know exactly what I need to do to win the game. It's one thing to miss the win because you forget to look for it. It's another thing to be like, all right, here's what I need to do to win. It's this exact thing, and then you don't do it. You do something opposite. Paragod the Warrior. Okie dokie. Well, we'll hang back on the Cult Master and the Archmage, but we'll keep the swipe. That could be important. Those are some fine-ass cards. Okay, so I don't want to coin out the Mad Bomber, and the reason is if my opponent plays Fiery War Axe, I just lost the coin for nothing. So we'll hold off on the Mad Bomber. He's just going to armor up. Okay. We get to play everybody's favorite game, Mad Bomber coin flip. Wait. Innervate changes everything. I could Innervate coin Druid of the Claw attack, or I could just Innervate the Chillwind Yeti to keep the coin. Let's keep the coin. This thing is so insane. So it kills pretty much literally any 3-drop in the game. Is there a 3-drop that has 5 health? I mean, there's the Lightwell. Yeah, the Lightwell has 5 health. Yeah, that's about it. And I could kill it too with my hero ability. Plus, that's a priest card. This is a warrior. So yeah, I mean, the Chillwind Yeti just kills anything it could play. It does not die to Fiery War Axe. It's just amazing. God, this Mad Bomber, I regret it. That's it, guys. I'm done. I promise. I promise. Scouts honor. I am done with these Mad Bombers after this game. I have to do it. I can't just not play my 3-2. So what we're going to do is we're going to kill off that Imp Master and hope that the Mad Bomber hits that demon. There we go. Okay, I'll take it. This is a bit unfortunate. Although for a warrior, this was already damaged. Execute would kill it. It survives cleave. Whatever. It's not going to be a big deal, hopefully. Okay. Got some good cards here. We got the Keeper. Execute. Yeah, so it was going to die anyway, because it got dealt a point of damage against the Imp Master. And maybe that's why my opponent played the Imp Master. He knew it was going to die, but he wanted the Chillwind Yeti to get damaged. So I go down a card there because that Innervate. But I killed the Imp Master there, so that's fine. Okay. So, I could use the coin here, and I think I will. Let's just go ahead and charge. I see a lot of people play the 4-6 version, and definitely a 4-6 is really great, especially with taunt, but I feel like getting the extra damage on is often worth the loss of life, especially when you're holding on to removal and a Cult Master. I have a variety of answers here. Cheap stuff, bigger stuff, taunt. Lots of answers here right now. Let's see what my opponent has to say for himself. I mean, I'm dealing 7 damage a turn. It's not to be dismissed. Cleave. Aha. That was a reasonable move. It does kill off 3 of my damage and shield block. Well, he should have shield blocked first because it draws a card, and of course, because you guys all know that you should draw cards first. Boy, this is a bit of a problem. See, I don't want to play this because I waste the ability. I don't want to play this because another cleave would kill off both it and my cat. Well, I'm going to do it. I'm consciously opening myself up to a second cleave. Such is life. I drew Savagery. I don't have either Bite or Claw, so it's very crappy. It's just a 1 mana, 1 damage spell after I use Hero ability. It's a bit lame. But yeah, there it is. Claw would get my opponent. Cleave would probably win my opponent the game.
Your magic.
He's gonna Spell Break. Also very fair. I won't begrudge him that. Luckily, we do have Wrath here, which is nice. An interesting option here is actually, well, I have a lot of interesting options. I could Wrath, just pure old Wrath, but then what am I doing with the rest of my mana? So I could Wrath for 1 damage and a card, use this guy, 2 damage, finish this off. Or I could just Starfire. Yeah, I'll just Starfire that. Seems the simplest solution. Innervate. I could still do nothing useful. Okay, great. We'll swing for 8 damage. So this Cult Master, although silenced, is putting out some fat beats, and we know my opponent doesn't have Cleave, barring top decks. Cleave is one of those cards that after you get it played against you, I feel pretty comfortable running into it, because it's just not that good of a removal spell. So I don't plan for my opponents to have taken more than one of it, you know? Kidokali. Twilight. Oh wow, Twilight Drake. That's pretty good. Unfortunately, I can't play the Keeper of the Grove and kill this off. But I can play Wrath, so I shall. Now, another option is I could actually Innervate this guy out. We'll save that for when I need it, though. I mean, yes, I'm missing out on a card, but whatever. We got some good damage coming out. We got 8 damage a turn for pretty much the whole game. And we have some burden in our back pocket. This is 4 damage. This can actually deal 2 damage straight to the face. This is 6 damage in the back pocket here. 7, of course, always coming from the hero ability, provided no taunt is incoming. So my opponent's been trying to hang on, but he hasn't quite been able to. He's been like holding on just enough, but I still keep getting damage through. So the silenced Twilight Drake is not as meek as it used to be. The 4 power is still important. I mean, he needs damage. He has a Dwarven Forged Rifleman. Are you kidding me? Boo! Boo! Boo. There's the Bite, although it's a bit overkill. I think what I'd rather do is just this, that, and the other things. I'm holding on to these. Okay, I'm holding on to Swipe and like these weird Druid cards. I'm not sure how good Innervate's gonna be. Unlike Wild Growth, this does not give you extra mana when you play it on turn 10. So, you gotta use it or lose it. If I draw another one, it would just be a disaster. Like, my opponent would be like, oh no, he's got 5 cards, but like, it would be total trash cards. Now, I've got a very interesting combo here. Basically, I can Bite, Savagery, ping something for 4 damage, and then attack something else for another 4 damage. So it's like, if he develops a really big board, I could actually finish it off. Mortal Strike? Yep. Okay. Interesting choice there, hitting my less hard-hitting creature. But perhaps he has different removal for this cat, which has been around for a shocking number of turns. Execute, perhaps? Slam, perhaps?
What now?
Slam and execute, perhaps? I need my creatures. Where's Ironbark Protector when you need him, huh? Come on, Ironbark Protector. Arcanite Reaper. That's a good card. Oh, no, that's bad. That is bad. Oh my god, are you really going to let my creature... No, sir, you need to kill my creature. Well, I'm catching a real big break here. I'm playing against someone who's making a gross strategic error. So basically, he has to kill my creature here because the creature's going to hit him anyway, and as I so often say, if you're going to get hit anyway, you might as well kill the creature. So all he did was, basically, he used up a durability of the weapon. He could have done one of 2 things with it. Either A, taken this creature off the board, or B, dealt 5 damage to me. He chose to deal 5 damage, but you gotta take the creature off the board. This is gonna deal even more damage to you. It's already dealt the damage it would have taken if you killed it the first time. Now you're taking at least another damage. Because of course you have like a cleave or something here. Azure Drake draws a card. Fair enough. I actually kind of hope he plays another creature so I can use this Bite and Savagery junk. Cult Master. Okay. Well, we're gonna do it. I think this is actually perfect. Hang on, can I win the game? I might be able to win the game. What are you doing? He's like drunk. He's like, can I hit you with my weapon? Can I hit my Drake? What are you doing? No, kill my creatures. Oh, jeez. Well, I won't complain about a free win. So I've said earlier on this channel that there seem to be fewer Sunday afternoon casual players than there once were, but they are back in full force, it seems. Let's see if we can actually do this correctly. So bite. Okay, I can do hero ability this time. Swipe. Attack. 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 One thing I have to keep in mind, actually, hang on, I can actually use Savagery to enrage my Worgen. Oh my god, oh my god. Oh my god. I was thinking of doing a Druid Enrage deck, but I was like, well, Druids don't have any ways to, you know, damage their own creatures, but I did not think of Savagery. Wow. So you use your hero ability, gain an attack and an armor, then you Savagery for 1 mana, ping your own creature. I mean, it is card disadvantage, but you can do it. You can enrage your Worgens and stuff. You can enrage your angry chicken. Okie doke. This is interesting. I'm gonna mulligan this stuff and keep the wild growth. So hopefully we'll get into some of our other creatures. Well, that will be an expensive creature. So it just depends on how fast my opponent's start is. I mean, this is a classic case of if my opponent's start is fast, I'm in a deep doo-doo dongles. Claw is good though. That will kill most things he could play here. Oh god, wow. What is going on? I don't know what it is, if it's like Saturday night at this time or whatever, but man, we are just raking in the free wins. So the reason my opponent made a move that was quite easily a mistake is that he's up against a Druid. I can spend my entire turn and just kill the wolf, so he just goes down a card for nothing. Okay, I will take it, sir. I will take it. So we're going to have to think carefully here. Two main options. One is Raging Worgen, of course. Just call it a day. And then threaten to attack into the Hyena and turn on Wind Fury. But the other is to Wild Growth and Claw. And I'm actually going to do that. That seems really strong. So it eliminates any variables. It eliminates the threat of, you know, him playing Shattered Sun Cleric and trading the Hyena for the Worgen or whatever. And then I can start to play my really good creatures here. I mean, this is next turn already. It's just because I'm the first player, so look how I'm a mana ahead. I'm about to be 2 mana ahead of my opponent. It's just nuts. My opponent actually makes a very good move here. I would say this is a very good move. So here the issue is that basically, if I play another creature, he can run the Wolf Rider into it. But if I kill the Wolf Rider with my hero ability, I can't do anything else. Except I can make a Worgen. Haha! So I will do that. So the Worgen now sits here. If my opponent has a Deadly Shot, I'd rather he Deadly Shot the Worgen than, say, my Archmage I'm planning to play next turn. It would suck to lose Archmage to a Deadly Shot, but I'm not going to play around it. I mean, I could play like a Yeti and hero ability to like work around it, but no. Well, I mean, hang on. The Yeti is basically, for all intents and purposes, just as survivable as this. They hit equally hard. Huh. Maybe I will just play the Chillwind Yeti. We'll see. We'll see what my opponent does here. Another Scavenging Hyena. Oh boy, I hope he's got a follow-up plan for this. Otherwise, it's bad tidings. Secret. Well, yeah, really, I'm not going to play around that secret. We're just going to see if it's Freezing Trap. It's not Freezing Trap. Okay, we're going to see if it's Explosive Trap. It seems to be Explosive Trap. Okay, it's totally fine. And, yeah, I'll play into a Deadly Shot. The only thing I really gain by playing a Yeti now is I get to hero ability and ping him for 1. Whatever. He can Deadly Shot me. That's almost his entire turn. Next turn I can play a War Golem, and he'd better have another Deadly Shot. Looks like there's no Deadly Shots. That's good to know. I mean, oh, geez, now I wish I hadn't mulliganed that silence. Okay. Well, I can make a 4/6 taunt. It actually does die to the Highmane. That Highmane is pretty huge. I can't get enough armor to make Savagery work. I can draw 3 cards. Now let's just play the War Golem. This seems fine. So it's a bit of a dicey situation here because I've got all these creatures. I don't actually have any removal or way to deal with this thing. I mean, he gets to hit me for 6. I'm down to 17 just from whacking stuff with my hero ability, basically. So I'm down to 17. Bit scary, for sure. And then when I kill this, the hyenas pop. I'm going to have to do some mop-up. I really need to draw a claw. I've got one more in here, and I've got a bite in there. I really need to get one so that I can use savagery effectively, because the savagery is not enough to pick off those hyenas. Interesting choice from my opponent there. I wonder if he has a plan. Ah, well, that's an interesting plan. Oh, gosh, I don't think this person's playing a very good deck. Well, let's think about this. Arcane Shot. Okay, he did have a plan. Very well, sir. I grant you that you had a plan. Okay, Wrath. Well, I think what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? I think I'm gonna Wrath this, draw a card, hero ability, savagery that. So this is 5 mana. It leaves me with 3. Ugh, that's ugly. I don't like that move. Maybe I don't Wrath. I'll just hero ability, savagery on that. Ping 2 hyenas. They still hit less hard than the hyena does. That's 3 mana. I have enough for the Druid of the Claw. All right, that's what I have to do. So we're gonna do this, savagery, boink. Man, that animation is really not. It really kind of implies that the spell is way more impressive than it really is. And we're gonna play a 4/6 taunt. What's interesting about this is, there's a card, Fen Creeper. It's a 5 mana 3/6 with taunt, neutral. This is a 4/6 with taunt for 5 mana, so it's just better. And you have another option of it. So I know that, class-specific cards are better than the neutral cards, but man, that's like a significant deal better. Stormwind Champion is pretty good right here. It allows my opponent's hyenas to kill off my taunter, and he has a 6/6, which will trade against my 7/6. So, good play. But I have massive card advantage after the War Golem trades with the Stormwind Champion. My opponent seems to be new to this game. Oh my gosh, I guess the new players are back maybe. But hold on. No. It's not just that there are more invites being sent out. That cannot be it. I mean, BlizzCon is this weekend, and Blizzard said they weren't doing any more invites until BlizzCon was over. So it's not that there are new players. I don't know what's going on here. Okay, I could actually... I'm going to do it. I'm going to do this, and I'm actually going to play Power of the Wild. And I might think, well, Boris, does that really make a difference? I mean, it's at 1 health. It's so dinky, but it does. It really does. Your opponent has to work for it. He has to spend some kind of resource to finish this thing off, and if he doesn't, this thing's hitting for 8 damage. Creatures don't get weaker the less health they have. Multi-shot. Well, that will kill it off. So there we go. He got to get some value out of it, and then he's going to get this dude. Fair enough. And steady shot me. Well, I've got a pretty high life total here. So let's take a look at what I'm drawing. I think I'm gonna get greedy. I'm going to Wrath for a card. What this means is that I'm gonna have to finish it off with hero ability. But I think it's worth it. I think the card was worth it. And I'm gonna play this in case of charge. I mean, who knows? Maybe he got a King Crush in his deck. I'd rather it hit the Shield Master than me. And then barring something crazy, we're gonna nourish next turn for 3 cards. Steady Shot is a long way away from killing me. See, that's the issue with hunters, man. Either the hero ability wins you the game, or it has done nothing for you. Okay, let's draw cards, because you should always draw cards first. Mad Bummer. Okay, no thank you. Let's just play a Twilight Drake. And I'm going to ignore that Scarlet Crusader. It holds up very badly against Ascension. I mean, they'll trade, but after I swipe my opponent, the Scarlet Crusader will die if her Divine Shield's popped. Anyway, my opponent should be dead. This is 8 damage, 9 damage, just from cards and hero ability, never minding creatures. So I'm not really sure what a hunter could have that would save him. Explosive Trap is not enough to kill my stuff. Freezing Trap is only against 1 creature. Explosive Shot only kills 1 creature. Explosive Shot kills 2 creatures. Ah, he's got an Explosive Shot. No, kill command. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I would have killed the creature that hits harder. I think I think we have a newer player here, which is fine. I will take every bit of help I can get. man, that was some natural devastation. That'll be the title of this video. So I come up with the most creative titles, don't I? Natural devastation. Get it? Because the druid is like all about nature. Yeah, man. Okay, that was good. So after that one loss against the paladin in the first video, we crushed some folks, but a lot of those players seem to be new and not knowing what they were doing. I don't know. Maybe it's like maybe there's like a hidden MMR matchmaker system that Blizzard didn't tell anyone about, and that like when you're playing in the arena, it's not just you're playing with people with similar records, but you're also I'm gonna keep this. You're also like playing against people of your comparable skill level, perhaps. I mean, I guess I have a mixed mind about that. On the one hand, that seems fair to have strong players play each other and weak players play each other. But on the other hand, I kind of like the idea of it being a free-for-all, so that way, you know, every time I'm in the arena, I'm always going to play against some noobs. Okay, so this is a bit scary. Of course, I'll throw my panda out there and pray for a trade. I mean, Frostbolt and Arcane Missiles are the two things to be afraid of, and Mirror Image. So, I mean, mages, God, mages. So the reason I kept both of these cards is because this is just so good on turn 4, and because this might be needed against mana worms and other crazy things. Okay, so alright, we have all of our 4-drops. You know what this could have been? An Acolyte of Pain. But this has been so good for me in the other games. If I lose this game, I'm fine with that. Now, if I were a mage, of course, the correct choice would be to ping the Apprentice, but I'm not gonna attack it, take 3 damage, just for the hope of killing it later. That seems silly. Alright, well, it's up to my opponent to have a good turn here. And unfortunately, she does. Damn it. Oh, it's like the best turn she could have possibly had. Balls to the walls, Dickens. So the problem now is I don't have any taunt. Nope, still no taunt. So I get to play this. But my opponent, A, is a mage. At 4 mana, can easily kill it with 2 different spells. That's just so crazy to me that mages have 2 different ways to kill a 6 toughness creature on turn 4. And then swing for 7 damage and just win the game. And B, even if she doesn't have, okay, even if she doesn't have it, even if she has some different thing, it doesn't make any difference, because she just, you know, gets to keep attacking, and I'm a 7 health against a mage on turn 4, which is just awful. Okay, so what I was gonna do is I was gonna actually silence this Twilight Drake just to trade against a creature. A reasonable alternative is to Wrath and just kill something off. The problem with my silence plan is this might be Mirror Entity, in which case she will get a 4/3, which I don't really like. So my mana curve is biting me. This Yeti could have been an Acolyte of Pain on the ground. Should have been good. Okay, it's not Ice Barrier. That's good to know. But she's going to get me down to 15 health. That's not good against mages. You're just a Fireball and a Pyroblast away from losing. Now, I'm a Druid, so I can keep getting armor, but I can't afford to hero ability every turn. I just can't. I have to play my creatures, you know? And, oh, I can't play my creatures because she might have a Mirror Entity. Bah, Jesus Christ. Oh, mages. Mages. They are my #1 class to complain about. I mean, I love them. They're awesome to play as, but they suck when you're up against them. She is going all the way for me, so she's got burn here. God damn it. This freezing stuff and everything. Okay, well, we'll kill the creature. And bemoan the fact that this Yeti is not an Acolyte of Pain. If that were an Acolyte of Pain, it would actually be great, too, because I could flush out the Mirror Entity. Alright, I said I might lose a game because of it, and here we go. Here we're seeing the importance of mana curve. Because this is not an Acolyte of Pain, I'm going to lose this game. Well, I'm just hoping it's going to be good enough in the other games to compensate for this sore disappointment. So I could have played it, Mirror Entity gets for an Acolyte of Pain, it's not super threatening, and I might have a chance of winning. Hey, why don't you fling a Frostbolt at this or something? I don't know. Looks like she's really trying to fatten me up for a Pyroblast. Really looks like it. Okay, here's what we're going to have to do. Yep, I have to do this. I have to silence the Skull. I can't afford my opponent to have anything. Yep, she's got the Mirror Entity. Fair enough. And she actually weakened this Twilight Drake enough that it will die against that thing. I'm gonna do it anyway, though. I just need to be so careful with my health. I will not even allow. I will even sacrifice my own creature if it means not taking 2 extra damage against a mage. It is very important. So I don't have any taunt. I don't have my Druid of the Claw. My opponent has her own Twilight Drake. If this is allowed to live, it can kill the Drake. but this thing dealing 2 damage to me per turn is actually a devastation. This guy only deals 2 damage. It's not enough to kill the golem. Oh, okay. Well, I got my taunter. Okay, well, we have to take chances here. No, wait, no. If I attack the golem, this is at 1 health, mage ability finishes it off. There's really no point. So what we're going to do here is just this. We're going to play this guy with the taunt. My opponent seems not to have had fireballs or polymorphs. I imagine she would have used them against the Drake instead of repeatedly coning it of cold. But this is the last best hope I've got, so if this dies, I don't have any taunt. Arcane missiles. Interesting. Oh, that's a very clever play. 1 in 8 odds, they all hit me, so now I'm dead to fireballs and pyroblast. This is ugly. This is definitely ugly. Well, we're still in it. I mean, we're still technically in it, so I'm not going to give up hope just yet. I could kill this thing by using 2 damage here, and then running into it. I don't feel like doing that, though. I feel like actually letting this attack in itself. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kill the thing, my dude, boob. Then we're going to... I think I need to put as much on the board as I can. So that means this. And this. I didn't armor up. You gotta take risks. So she'll beat me with a fireball and a frostbolt, which those 2 things would have killed me anyway. 2 fireballs kill me anyway, pyroblast kills me anyway. She's got it. So, that's good. So the flame strike kills that thing, and I pay for my insolence. That was well played. Well, man, mages, god, mages. They have so much. They have so much. They have freezing. They have really good mass removal. They have lots of really great single target removal. I don't know. I love mages. It's like one of my favorite constructed classes to play. And even as someone who adamantly adores mages, I think something needs to change about that class. I think for a start, probably Cone of Cold and Blizzard need to each cost an extra mana. I think Blizzard is, the company, not the spell, is currently underrating how amazing it is to just be able to freeze multiple of your opponent's creatures. Especially Cone of Cold. I mean, that is a Blizzard most of the time. It just deals 1 less damage. But most of the time, your opponent's not going to have more than 3 creatures on the board, given the nature of the game. God damn it, no! Anything but a mage! Jesus. Okay, well, what we're going to do is this. We're going to shoot back the Spellbreaker. We're going to keep this. This is actually a nice combo. Oh, God, that Frostwolf Warlord's awful. So I can bite on Savagery, and kill something with the Savagery, and then bite the other thing. So I on turn 5, I'll have a really great answer to my opponent's stuff. Uh-oh. Is that a Mana Worm? It's a Mana Worm. Yeah, okie doke. So normally you don't want to hit creatures if you're not killing them. However, this is a bit different. I'm not actually taking any damage. Net damage, anyway. And I think it's important to work this thing down. So I can actually kill it next turn. I can Hero Ability, Savagery, and attack it. And then finish it off. Unless she plays Coin Shattered Sun Cleric. Man, the fact that she killed my panda and stopped me from killing off the Sorcerer's Apprentice, that was harsh. That was a hard knock. Okay, so the Golem is not playable here. I'm gonna have to stick to the plan. Look at this animation. Doesn't that look like everything should take damage? But no. Alright, so that's taken care of. We got a Raging Worgen here on our hands. It'll die to a bite. I can't play the Golem because the Worgen will get Wind Fury turned on. My opponent can actually go balls to the walls Dickens here and turn on Wind Fury herself. Hit me for 8 down to 19 on turn 3. I couldn't do anything about it though. Alright, she's not gonna get that crazy. That's good, I suppose. Okay. Okay, that's actually pretty tame. I'm okay with that. Power of the Wild is... it's an interesting possibility. I could play it as a Panther, Hero Ability, kill the Loot Hoarder, and try to trade. We all know how well that works, praying one of your creatures lives long enough to trade. You know what? Screw it. I'm just gonna bite. Just kill that goddamn thing, and call it a day. So next turn I can Golem, Hero Ability, kill Loot Hoarder. If she plays a lot of cheap stuff, there's a possibility that Starfall will actually work. We'll see. Oh, geez, that... Oh, my God. Oh, I don't have any good answers to that. Well, we're going to have to fling this up and pray. Boy, are the odds bad. I mean, worst case, she can attack, draw a card, hero ability, finish it off. This thing's left with 2 health. Worst case for her. And of course we have a polymorph, because of course we do, because we're up against a mage. So now the water elemental is going to start hitting us, and that means a couple things. Number 1, we're below 20 health on turn 5, which is awesome. And number 2, we can't attack with our hero ability. Well, we're going to have to put up another prayer here. Let's Innervate Ironbark Protector. My opponent's used 1 polymorph. Does she have a second polymorph? We'll see. We'll see. That could have been a lot worse. So I'm getting down into burn range. She still has 4 mana. I don't quite gain life as fast as a priest or a warrior, so it's very scary. And she has a leopard gnome. Man, I need my other. Do I have any other taunts? I have Ascension in here, don't I? Okay. Well, here's the thing. I can't attack because I'm frozen. So we need to kill that thing. We just have to kill it. I need to put as much as I can on the board. And you might be thinking, wait a minute, Boris, what about Flame Strike? Well, just have to go for it. So she can hit me for 4. I mean, oh, Jesus, I'm already at 11 health. God damn mages. I'm at 11 health. Oh, God, that is terrifying. She has +2 spell damage right now. And she's getting me down to 11 health. Perhaps I could have considered Starfalling last turn to kill these things off to preserve my life. I don't know. I mean, in retrospect, it seems really good, obviously, because I ended up getting blasted by the pimp. Alright, well, we have to do it now, I guess. Oh god, if that's a counterspell. Well, if it's a counterspell, it's a counterspell. Alright, seems not to be a counterspell. I need to gain life. Let's see if this is an ice block. Or an ice barrier. It's not. Wasn't a counterspell, wasn't a mirror entity, wasn't a vaporize. Well, have I attacked her with anything? No, I haven't. It might still be a vaporize. Okay, what we're gonna do is we're gonna innervate the golem, and the reason for that is I need to have something to check for vaporizes. Well, the good news is that my hero ability counters hers as far as direct damage is concerned, so if she's not like holding 2 fireballs right now, I can hang in there. But the bad news is I'm really low on life against a mage. She's gonna kill my golem. She's really gonna get rid of it. So this is looking very strongly like a vaporize. Although that was a good move to do anyway, but notice, look at this. Frostbolt. She had a Frostbolt. This is at 4 health. She could have killed my 4 health, 6 damage dude. So it seems extremely probable that that is a vaporize. So there's no point in killing my creature. I mean, like, you might say, well, Boris, you have to flush it out somehow. You don't have any creatures here. But there's no point in throwing it away. I might as well leave it on the board and just trade against her stuff. Cold, okay. She's gonna work my stuff down. The fact that she's pinging this suggests she might be holding on to a Flame Strike. No, she's not. She's got that thing. Okay, well, I can't afford to let it hit me. We'll find out if it's a Willbender. It is not a Willbender. Okay, well, we know what it is. It has got to be a Vaporize. That's just the only thing left. I'm pretty sure. Oh, it could. Okay, it could be Ice Block. It could be Ice Block. And then the greatest mind game of all time with that Frostbolt. But I'm pretty sure it's Vaporize. That would take balls the size of a Highland donkey. All right, so she's pointing the Flame Strike at this. That's very interesting. That suggests she does not have Flame Strike. If she did, she would have wanted to ping off my 5 toughness guys. Twilight Drake. Greatest Twilight Drake ever. Okay, I can't play it. I'll just die to hero ability. So I will bait out the Vaporize here. The question is with what? I think it's with the thing that's going to die anyway soon. Alright, so I got it right. It's a Vaporize. We have 2 4/5s. They survive Flame Strike. That's nice. I'll play the Twilight Drake next turn. I mean, there's just literally no point to playing it right now. It does absolutely nothing. It's not even like making my opponent waste mana. It just does absolutely nothing. So I'll wait until next turn to have a card in my hand. Then I can play Twilight Drake. At least it doesn't die right away. And then call it a day. Okay, so now she's gearing up for Flame Strike. It's good that she's hitting my creatures. It means at least she's not... It means at least she's not... It means at least she's not got burn spells to kill me with. I'm just not even going to play this Mad Bomber. I'm just not even going to do it. If my opponent kills me with whatever. I'm at 16 health. She can get me down to 14. I don't think she can win. 2 fireballs, not enough. I might actually win this game. I mean, I've got 3 creatures that can all kill her. Flame Strike does clear everything out, unfortunately. Because then she'll have hero ability for the Archmage. She does not have Flame Strike, and that's the game. Wow, we stole a win against -1, the Mage. Somehow against all odds. And we got Druid Dominance. God, that is the worst title I've ever come up with. Natural Domination. Is there any other... I don't even want to do any nature-themed puns. That's so lame. Why don't we do... Well, maybe like tangentially nature-related, like... Bushy beard. Get it? Because bushes are found in nature. Okay, no, we're totally done with this. Okay, let's go ahead and see if we can steal some more wins. I've been here, I think, actually, every single one of my arenas, I've been here at 5-2. Every single one today. So we're up against a Warlock. Warlocks have been doing very well against me, but I haven't been Druid against them in a while. Who knows? It could all be different. Viva Fringe the Warrior. Warlock. Why did I say it like French? I'm pretty sure fringe is a word you can say in English. Viva Fringe. Oh, because Viva, right. Viva sounds like, you know, yeah. Alright, we got our combo here, Claw and Savagery. What this means is that I need to just think a little bit before I claw something and give up the opportunity for that combo. Power of the Wild would be a Panther, which is just fine. Voidwalker. Well, I could kill this with Claw and Savagery, or Wrath, but I'm going to go for the gold, go for the glory, go for it, connect 4 here. Let's make a Panther. And I'm threatening to just kill this, straight up. Now then, of course, my opponent could have Immortal Coil, but whatever. If he has it, he has it. This thing at least might get to kill the Voidwalker. That's one thing I've noticed playing Priests. Priests have that Northshire Cleric. It's an awesome 1-3. But, like, if you don't have a good follow-up plan... Is that a Shattered Sun Cleric? Mother of balls! God... Dear golly bunker Jesus. Okay, let's think about this. So I could Claw... Savagery... That'll only deal 2 damage. I could Claw Hero ability Savagery, but that's 4 mana. Alright, what we're going to do is this, then. We're going to Wrath... Deal damage and draw a card. Why do I have to see that in every single game? Why, of all the creatures in my deck, is this the one that has to come up every single time? God. I'm done. I'm done, folks. I'm done with Kurabashi Berserkers. I'm done with Mad Bombers. That's it. No more. No. No. No, 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 no. Okay, let's just go ahead and kill everything. So this isn't actually card advantage, is the weird part, because I'm spending 2 cards to kill 2 creatures. But I think that's the best thing I can do. I mean, I could play these 2 things. And just trade that way. Meh. Let's do Claw, Hero ability, Savagery. God, that looks so impressive. It shakes the whole board, too. The whole board shakes. What does it accomplish? Nothing. This hand is terrible. This hand is ungodly embarrassment to Hearthstone. I got 2 2-drops, a Swipe, which is no good because he doesn't have anything, and a Starfire, which I'm off by. Alright, that's great. Spellbreaker. I will do it. I'm just going to do it. Yeah, the thing that spawns, I can hero ability, blah, 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 whatever. I just don't want this trading in for my stuff and then spawning back up. Direwolf Alpha, that's a pretty good card right there. Flesh and Ghoul, also a solid card at the time being. Yep. I think we'll just do this. Oh, I want to save the Swipe for Blood Imps. I could Starfire the Ghoul, that'd be my whole turn. I could just play my 2 creatures and just have the creatures trade. This doesn't even hold up against the Ghoul, so that's no good. Alright, I'm gonna trust my instincts. There's another swipe in this deck. I could find it, potentially. I just got some card advantage there, because I used one card to kill two. The hero ability doesn't really count. 4-4. My cards suck. Maybe his suck... And he's first to play, but maybe his suck worse. I mean, maybe he'll play like one creature with 5 toughness. And then I can just Starfire it with my whole turn. Draw a card, maybe. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, so Chillwind Yeti. Very, very good card. I'm loving this more and more the more I play, but I'm learning that one of the few ways it can be dealt with handily is with Starfire. Starfall. That's also nice against Blood Imps, so I don't mind that I used that swipe earlier. Alright, so we're kind of in the same position as last time. He's got the same amount of cards as I do. He's up to play first. Okay, that happens, that happens. Warlocks, I don't think I have any ways to give this taunt or anything, so I can probably ignore that for the time being. Let's do this, and I can either play a Chillwind Yeti or I can kill his Farseer. Trust my instincts. I'm gonna kill that Farseer. Okay, so we've got big stuff coming up here. We've got a Boulderfist Ogre, a Frostwolf Warlord. There's an Ironbark Protector in here. There's also a Nourish. These are all great cards. Innervate would pretty much blow donkey balls. Oh, that. You know what? That deserves a well played. Oh, Jesus Christ, that's terrible. Oh, he's catching up. Innervate is no. Why did I have to get the bald donkey sucking card? Ah. So I could Starfall for a single target damage. Hero ability finish this off. Trade these. That's 7 mana. And then Innervate a Chillwind Yeti. Pro plays high five all day, baby. Let's do it. Let me just double check real quick. Does 2 damage to everything make any sense? This would go down to 4. Nope. Can't see a way that that makes sense. Okay, that's that. That is that. So he's got card advantage against me now. And I've got 2 really, really bad cards under the circumstances. I can Mad Bomber, pick it up, and then Mad Bomber again. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's the pro play of the day right there. He's going to life tap, so he's at full health, so he's just going straight up cards against me. Classic Adventure is really terrifying. Wolf Rider. Oh no, he's gonna get to kill my Yeti. No! Well. Boulderfist Ogre is tempting. Let's play this first. Wow, that was extremely fortunate. Like I said once upon a time, back when I was a younger, more optimistic, more naive user of the Mad Bomber, if you play the Mad Bomber, sometimes it'll do really great things. That will definitely happen. And then other times, other things will happen.
I hope you like my
He's going to draw a card with a Novice Engineer, as opposed to with a life tap. Demon Fire? All things considered, that's not the end of the world. That guy did his job. He's going to life tap after doing a bunch of things, which I can't complain about. He should have played the Novice Engineer, then life tapped, then Demon Fired. Direwolf Alpha, good card. And he's actually going to go for the race, which is absolutely the right move. Oh my god, that's a really good card too. Okay. So the question is, do I kill his creatures or do I kill him? He's got 3/5/7. I'm going to go ahead and kill this wolf. That actually takes 4 damage off. Because it's the wolf's own 2 plus the buff to the adjacent creatures. Well, my board dominates his, so the question is, are my cards so much better than all of his cards that he just has no answers?
I hear you got a problem.
It's a very good card. Luckily, it has Summoning Sickness, and it took up his whole turn. So I'm going to hit him for 14 damage. That leaves him at 8 health. That's actually a lot. That's not very much health. Hang on, I can actually do this twice, can't I? 4, 6, 10. I can actually do this twice. So I need to think about that, because I can do 14 plus another 4 is 18 damage. That's a bit risky. If I'm going to use this twice, I should probably, like, kill this thing. So it's tempting to kill this, actually, because if I could kill this, then just the Ravenhold is around. He won't be able to kill off the Ironbark Protector without additional help. Last turn, I hero ability didn't hit him. I should have hit the Novice Engineer. I was thinking the life was important to gain, but if I had done that, then now I could have hero ability that... Oh, no, I never mind. I couldn't. What am I talking about? Okay, let's think. Here's what we'll do.
I must safeguard the land.
We'll do that. We'll do that. I'm not going to do this right now, but I'm just going to put him back into my hand for the future. And I am going to take the time to hit that Novice Engineer. Just to make him, just to force him to have something extra on this Ravenhold Assassin to kill my Ironbark. Hellfire, Mortal Coil, Demon Fire, Drain Life, something. If he has a Shadow Flame, that would actually clear everything out. And then he'd probably win the game just on the back of card advantage. 14 health is a lot. Yeah, Shadow Flame would win it for him. Well, no. He needed to deal damage to this Ironbark Protector, but provided he can deal a damage to this Ironbark Protector, Shadow Flame on this. Shadow Flame is a spell that Warlocks have. Destroy creature you control, deal its power, deal damage equal to its power to all enemy creatures. So with the 7 power, it would actually kill everything except for the Ironbark. So he would need a point of damage to finish the Ironbark off. And then he could trade the Ravenhold Assassin in for my Ogre, my Brewmaster, and my Ironbark. So the game's definitely not over yet. Alright, if he's life tapping at this slow health when I've already got lethal damage, it means that he does not have the answer that he wants, which is good news for me. Or it's such a good answer that he's willing to lose more life to play it. Oh my god, that's Shadow Flame. And that's the card he just top decked. It's a Hellfire. Wow. Alright, well, that's life. He made absolutely the right play. And it worked out. So this is my last-ditch effort here. He needs one more round of removal and he wins. It's going to take me too many turns to kill him with Shapeshift. So can he remove both of my creatures? That's not going to do it. It's a Chillwind Yeti that heals him a bit, but it's not going to do it. That is going to do it. Ah, crap. That's totally going to do it. Well, he did lose all of his cards. Interesting. So it's Wild Growth. This is one of the more obscure mechanics in Hearthstone. You get a card. War Golem is rather good under these circumstances. Let's see, 9 damage. I think I need to do this actually. So notice what that does is it means the War Golem kills him. So if he doesn't draw removal or taunt, he has to trade both of his creatures into the War Golem. If I had just traded, he could have, you know, attacked me or done other stuff or whatever, but now he has 0 leeway. Uh-oh. Oh, that's not good. He's got something. Crap. He top decked Hellfire, and then he top decked another answer. Oh, nope, maybe not. He's hovering over that life tap. I guess he's fishing for an answer, so hopefully this time he doesn't find it. I'm still 5 turns away from shapeshifting him to death. That's too many. I would need to draw a swipe. Have I think I used bite. I'm pretty sure I used bite. I don't think I've used swipe. Uh-oh. He's got T-Drew something good. Mad Bomber. That's not really that good. Are you kidding me? Lord. So what's the last card here? Iron for a Grizzly. Ah, well played, sir.
Well played.
Druid of the Claw. Well, that is a good top deck. Okay. I mean, I had a bunch that would have won me. I'm pretty sure I had to swipe. I think I used both silences, but I'm pretty sure I had a... Or did I use a Wrath? Man, I think I had a Claw in there. I don't know. I think I had more than one of the 10 cards, but I guess I would say that less than half of my remaining cards would have allowed me to win the game. Wow, that was well done by that Warlock. So he life tapped when he was about to die and top decked an answer, and then he life tapped when he was about to die and top decked another answer. And I think he made all the right moves. I don't think he made any mistakes. Or I bet like someone's like watching this right now going like, Boris, didn't you like accuse him 3 times of making a mistake? He didn't seem to make any big mistakes. He seemed to play fine, so that was a lucky one. No, no! 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 Why? Why? Why mages? Oh, God, why? Okay, so we're on the curve, which is not great because we're second, so what we really want to do is send back our 5-drop and hope for something a little bit quicker on the uptake. But that could be useful against mana worms and harvest golems. I seem to be silencing those a lot lately. Lero the mage. So we're fighting for our arena life here. At least we achieved our natural dominance and got to 5 wins. So I got the 60 gold. I got to pocket that. That's mine. Nobody can take it from me. Nobody. Please don't have a mana worm. Just please don't have it. Thank you. Innervate. Okay. Okay, we're going to learn from the lessons of the past. We're not going to innervate a Worgen. I'll just wait on turn 2 and innervate a Chillwind Yeti. I think that is a much more sensible play. Oh man, my opponent's off to a slow start. Well, that's perfect. Now, I have the coin on the second player, so there won't be any answers to this, really, until turn 4. So the Yeti gets to have the run of the board for 1 turn here. We'll see just how slow my opponent's start is. I mean, it's possible I'll, like, bite what she plays. Arcane Missiles, that's not really going to do it. Hit me, hit me, hit me. Well, they almost all hit me. That's good. I'll take it. So now the Yeti will die to a Frostbolt. And he can't attack. God, Jesus. Alright, I'm going to do something. Oh, no. Well, hang on. I could do something to it. I could coin out the Spellbreaker, silence the Yeti, and attack. What I effectively achieve with that is I put a body on the board and I deal 4 extra damage. And that's what I spent the coin for. It's not really worth it compared to just Raging Worgen. So she did use 2 cards. She used a Frostbolt and Arcane Missiles just to deal with the Yeti, but the Yeti was 2 cards, because remember, it was innervated. So I didn't come out ahead with that. I dealt nothing to my opponent. Now she's got a really slow start here, and I'm going to innervate again. Yep, I'm going to innervate again. Might as well use it while it's good, right? Okay, well, the lesson from this arena is that, yeah, I will play with 2 innervates, and as long as there's enough fat in the deck, I'll be happy to do so. So we just played a 6-7 on turn 4. But of course, mages can deal with it in high style here. All she needs is a you know, fireball, polymorph, whatever. Okay, so we have a couple of options. God, I'm so self-conscious now every time I say that. So first of all, I can use this to silence that, swing for 9, which is a lot, and try to race. Another option is bite and just quite simply kill this thing. Another option is Keeper of the Grove, deal 2 damage to the Worgen. Attack this with my Ogre and swing for... No, then the Worgen will just die. Well, I think I want to put more creatures on the board because we're still a turn away from Flame Strike. The question is, do I want to kill this thing? I could kill it with, like, Worgen plus Hero ability, you know? And just swing with my 6-7. If I kill it with my Ogre, this goes down to 2 health, it dies to Blizzards and Flame Strikes. I'd like to preserve the Ogre's health. Alright, I'm going to trust my instincts. I'm going to use Bite, which is my most, I would say, awkward removal spell. And then just kill it and keep with what I have. It seemed like putting these under the board in that turn was kind of awkward. Alright, let's see what my opponent can do. So she really needs a Fireball or a Polymorph from my Ogre. She seems not to have the answers. The rare mage who does not have the answers. Okay. Well, we'll just see what this is. We'll see if this is a Vaporize. It's not Vaporize. I think I'm going to go for the race, actually. Look at this. I've got 4, 6, 7, 8, 9 damage in my back pocket. Now, it's possible that there's a counterspell. In that case, I would want it to counter the coin, actually. Well, let's see if it's Mirror Entity.
I must safeguard the land.
It is Mirror Entity. Okay, so I don't need to play the coin just to work around.
Safeguard the land.
Just to work around counterspell. What the? Did I deal damage? Oh, I did. She was at 9. 15 minus... Did I deal damage? I think I did. I can't remember. Well, anyway, we'll just do this. In any case, we're threatening to win now. Because we've got 4, 6 damage just with spells. So she needs life gain, / taunt, / killing all my creatures. Now, Flame Strike will not kill the Ogre. But with the help of her creatures, she can get the ogre to die. But that means she didn't heal or play a taunt. So that's it. Wow, we're gonna get to win. Whew. Okay. I bet if I kept track of my stats, I probably do, other than that one sort of wacky arena, I probably do just as well against mages as anyone else, against anyone else. But it just feels so bad to lose to them. Like you feel so hopeless, like a babe, like a child. Maybe it's a psychological thing. Like when you really get crushed by a hunter, you're getting crushed by like the creatures usually, or like a warrior, it's like the creatures, or like the paladin, it's the creatures. And somehow maybe when you lose to creature play, it doesn't feel as bad. But when you lose to the mage, what you're losing to are spells, because the mage creatures, I mean, they're good. The Sorcerer's Apprentice, the Water Elemental, the Mana Worm, but they're not going to dominate the game. It's the spells that dominate, and maybe it just feels because you're losing to like the mage herself when you're losing to the spells. Because everyone plays creatures. It doesn't feel quite as obnoxious to lose to those. Okay, I don't think this is actually working. Let's go ahead and click on that cancel button. Wow, we made it to 7 wins as the Druid. That's awesome. That means that today, without giving a hard spoiler, I had a 50% success rate in the arena. Woo! And it could be even better. Let's see how far we can get here. If, Blizzard would deign to give us a game here. So there are some really exciting announcements at BlizzCon, speaking of Blizzards. Apparently, Arena, among other things, is gonna go up to 12 wins, and like the prizes get even better if you can make it beyond 9. That's so crazy. That'll change everything. And they're gonna make Mind Control cost 10 mana. I mean, I can understand why you might want that card to get nerfed, but that seems really intense to me. 10 mana for Mind Control. I don't know if the card's even playable at that point. So this is a very awkward situation. The thing is, I could actually coin out my 5-drop, but like, do I even want to? Excuse me, coin Innervate out. I mean, it's a 4/4. No. That's not worth coin and Innervate. We'll just pass the turn. And I mean, this War Golem, I could play it on turn 4. That would be funny. We'll see what we can do in the meantime. It's nice to be second against rogues, of course, because the coin is in your hands, not in hers, preventing her from playing any Defias ringleaders and Defias ringlets. Pint-sized summoner. Well, that's going to need to meet the claw, I think. I mean, you can always risk it and hope the opponent doesn't have anything, but why take that chance? Why take that chance? Nothing else to do with the coin, so we'll just pass the turn. Again, these aren't really good to innervate, or these cards. Like this Worgen, we tried it. It didn't really work. It didn't really work. It was just too risky. Okay. So here, I'm just going to coin out the Yeti. I think that seems fine. So the Yeti can take a hit from the Demolisher. The Demolisher hits me anyway. That's perfect. So then I can kill the Demolisher. Rogue is really hard-pressed to kill me here. She'd need, like, combo Eviscerate and throw the Demolisher away. I don't know how she could kill me without card disadvantage. I guess Dagger, Deadly Poison, Preparation, Eviscerate, and then you're still spending half of a Deadly Poison and an Eviscerate. Chillwind Yeti, man, it's just such a hard card to kill. So good. So we're at an awkward mana count here. Basically, I could innervate out Frostwolf Warlord, but A, it's not that impressive as a 5/5. And B, I'd be sort of wasting a mana from the innervate. It'd basically be like using innervate as a coin. That's no good.
Enter the shadows.
Oh, that deserves a well played.
Well played.
Mistakes were made.
Why are you saying mistakes? No, that's well played. That's a totally fair play. So I can't kill the Demolisher. That means it's going to get to attack. Now, when the Demolisher attacks, it deals damage, and dealing damage causes you to break stealth. So the thing will reveal itself. So the question is, do I play a Worgen, or do I swipe? This is what we call a loose swipe. I'm only killing one creature with it, but I think it's actually worth it. And the reason I think it's worth it is that if I played the Worgen, it would just die to the Master of Disguise. And if I killed the Master of Disguise with the Chillwind Yeti, A, it could die to the Demolisher, and B, the Rogue could finish it with her dagger. So I basically treated swipe as a 4-mana deal 4 damage. I basically treated it like a Mortal Strike that also dealt some extra side damage. So, like, it wasn't the greatest use of swipe ever, but I think it was fine. Interesting choice from my opponent. She actually elected to leave this at 1 health, figuring I would be the one making trades. That is a reasonable gamble, I suppose. I, however, am going to go for the race, I think. Let's see, I have a total with Innervate of 7 mana. I could do this and a Worgen. I could silence. Both of these are good to silence. I could silence the Demolisher, stop us from shenanigans. I'm gonna just trust my instincts here, as I so often do. I'm gonna just play the Wargol. I mean, that thing is gigantic. And I'm just gonna go ahead and attack. So an Assassinate would really hit the spot for this War Golem, of course. But that would be her whole turn. And she still has to take care of the Yeti. She could, of course, use the Golem to kill it, but then I can use my hero ability to finish off the Golem. This Demolisher has stuck around way too long. That Master of Disguise was incredibly good, because I was going to kill it with the Yeti on that turn, and then after that, it just wasn't very good. Alright, she's going to trade the Golem, which is totally fair. Play Vanish. Interesting. Well, I don't really think that that's as good for my opponent as she probably thinks it was. It resets the board, but I have card advantage and I'm first to replay. Wild Growth. It seems fine. Okay, so we'll do this. This Wild Growth. And what that allows me to do is next turn play the Ironbark Protector. So Assassinate, of course, is great, and Sap is also really great, but I mean, she needs to have really precise answers here.
Give me a quest.
She can't play Demolisher back because the Worgen owns it. She's gonna play it back. Wow, what does she have for 1 mana? Damaged Golem? Oh no, my opponent messed up. That was a mistake. Which I'm totally fine with, because what I get to do now is turn on Wind Fury and kill the Questing Adventurer. It's a bit sad I can't kill this Demolisher and play the Ironbark Protector. 2/5. Nope. Nuts. I don't have the right mana costs. Nuts. Well, we'll just play this anyway. So if the Demolisher wins the coin flip and hits it, which it lost, then it would be an 8/6. That's still pretty darn good. Am I gonna get to kill this Demolisher at some point? Come on. This is a hero Demolisher here. It's lasted so long, it's unbelievable. She has a Shiv. Well, I don't think the damage matters. She's probably just fishing for cards.
This guy's toast.
Bring me steel.
Wow. Well, she did a lot. This thing lives, though. It lives! It lives! And she knows I have a War Golem, so that can't be a good feeling. Okay. Well, I think we're... Mad Bomber. I'm not going to play Mad Bomber. We're going to do this, and we're going to finally kill this Demolisher. I think that's priority number 1. This thing is going to die to the SI agent, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take a moment to kill the Master Swordsman before I go. 7 mana. Tragically, I cannot play the Frostwolf Warlord and the Golem, but I could play the Mad Bomber and the Frostwolf Warlord. Why did I take the Mad Bomber? God. We're just going to play War Golem. Call it a day. So my opponent can now trade this 3/3 for the Ironbark Protector. She really poured everything she had into it. It was like an art project. And now she needs to deal with this War Golem as well. With only 3 cards. Twilight Drake is rather unimpressive here at a 4/3. Dagger Mastery. I'm not really going to get the job done. Okay. Think we're going to have it here. Innervate. Well, that might actually be useful. So, what I'll do is I'll silence this Drake. Kill it with hero ability. I'm gonna take it slow and just kill this thing. And let's play a Harvest Golem. I could Innervate out the Mad Bomber, but I'm not going to. And then next turn the Frostwolf Warlord should be big. It's very unlikely the Rogue would have removal, She'd need Poison Dagger and Blade Flurry. That would only kill the Spellbreaker and the Golem. She could, of course, attack the War Golem first, but no, this only has one thing. Ah, she could rebuild the Dagger, Poison Dagger, Deadly Weapon, Deadly Venom. I can never... Deadly Poison, whatever that's called. Anyway, it doesn't matter, because it was none of that. It was this. Okay, I'm glad I speculated all the different ways that my opponent could use Blade Flurry. I hope that was educational and entertaining for all of us. And, okay. So, as a druid, I hang on against her hero ability. As long as I'm using my hero ability, I'm never going down or anything. Okie doke. Well, let's first things first, play the Frostwolf Warlord. Next, I think I'm just gonna take it easy. I'm just gonna kill this Boulder Fist Ogre. We'll kill this thing with hero ability. Do that. And then this guy gets to swing for 4. So I have a 7/7. It's another War Golem here, essentially. And we should be able to win now with bites. Whew. Alright. 8 wins as Druid. That's a good feeling. Druid, when I first started playing Arena, was my absolute favorite class. I thought it was like one of the best. And then it slipped, and slipped. Here we are now, though. Excited to get to 8 wins with Druid. I have like a shockingly larger number of 9-win finishes than 8-win finishes. It's like ridiculous. It's something like 28 or 27 9-win arenas and like 6 at 8 wins, or like 8 or something. It's really remarkable. So if I can make it to 8, I almost always get up to 9. Oh, and I wonder why that is. I wonder if there's like a quirk of the matchmaker that makes that more likely, because that seems like beyond statistical anomaly. That seems incredibly unlikely, given that, you know, you in theory would think you'd be playing harder and harder opponents. Alright, we're up against Craze, the Mage. These all seem fine. Maybe Nourish is a bit slow. It's not usually a card you're going to actually play on turn 5. You'd rather get it later. War Golem, of course, also a little bit on the slow side. Harvest Golem would be nice. There are cases where I would play this rather than a Worgen. So the option is nicer than it looks. The Worgen is probably sexier than the Golem. But the Golem does have its uses. Alright, nothing fast for my opponent, and nothing fast for me either. We have a bit of a gentleman's agreement, or perhaps gentleman and ladies agreement. Harvest Golem is great, but like many great things, it's a little bit less good against Mage than against others, because Mages can just use their hero ability to ping off the Golem that spawns. Anyway, here's an example where the Harvest Golem is better than the Worgen. Worgen just dies against this thing. The Harvest Golem actually, you know, pops back as a 2/1 and causes my opponent to have to spend some resources to finish it off. Chillwind Yeti could have been an Acolyte of Pain. You know, there was that one game that I lost because it wasn't an Acolyte of Pain. But I would say all the rest of the times, even though the mana curve was screaming for the Acolyte, the Chillwind Yeti was absolutely the right move. Ah, is it time for the coin? It's time for the coin. What do we got here? Okay, slight change of plans. We're gonna do the Keeper of the Grove. Now you might say, well, Boris, hang on a minute. I mean, don't you want to save that for something better? Well, one of my favorite sayings is, a good option now is better than the best option later. So I feel like that was a really good option right there. It was better than waiting. It's a very good answer. This with hero ability will kill my guy quite nicely. But I'm gonna go ahead and go for it. Let's just make a War Golem with Innervate. Polymorph would be a very nice answer. But then she doesn't have enough mana left to use the hero ability to finish this guy off, so he's still sitting around after this as a 2/1 after she pops Divine Shield. And then I can Panther up and kill it. That would be a bit of a waste of the Panther though, hey? But then I guess the sheep would get buffed too. Ah, no, she's gonna Fireball, and I guess she's gonna use Divine Shield. Ah, well, that's perfectly fair. That is not quite as good as she would have liked, perhaps. Hungry... Hungry crab, alright. That is a thing. Well, that was a very timely arrival. We will... Yeah, I'm definitely going to play that. So I'm going to kill off this hungry crab. And I could play this, but it's just going to die to Flame Strike. I'd rather leave it around as a buff. Do I want to buff right now? I'm going to get greedy. I'm not going to buff just yet. Let's go ahead and gain a point of life and swing a Ling-Ling. We'll see if not having this at 6 health is going to make a difference, and not having this at 4 health will make a difference. Obviously, like, Frostbolt is one obvious reason where you might want this to be at 4 health.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
Yep, this should have been at 6 health. Crap, I should have used the Panther, because notice what happens now. The hero ability finishes this off. Well, let's see. I could Starfall hero ability. Kills off this, kills off that. It's one option. That'd be my whole turn. I have a 2-3 on the board. Mighty, mighty 2-3. Option number 2, Chillwind Yeti hero ability on this. And then that leaves a 3-3 around to kill that thing. That's not so great. Option number 3, are we on? Is that what we're on? I could Power of the Wild. Make this a 3-4, kill the Shattered Sun Cleric. Hero ability, that. But then this is going to be a 3-1. It just dies to the Mage's hero ability. Yeah, I think we need to just play the Chillwind Yeti. I can't play the Worgen, though. It's just too much of dying to Flame Strike. So what we're going to do is we're going to hero up, kill that thing off, and we're going to swing there. So the idea is that if she uses the Shattered Sun Cleric to kill the Keeper of the Grove, one of two things will happen. Either she'll play more stuff and it'll all die to Starfall, and I'll use Starfall to kill it. Or if she doesn't, I'll use hero ability and I can pick off the Shattered Sun Cleric. I still have enough life that I can afford to be hitting creatures. She hasn't managed to damage me at all yet.
What to do?
Card-wise, we're at 6-6. I'm about to draw my 7th, so I guess I'm a little bit ahead because I'm currently ahead on the board, but she is up to play and she can take out one of my cards easily. One thing she might want to do this turn, if she's holding a Flame Strike, is find some time to ping my Yeti down to 4. That way it will be ready to die to Flame Strike. If she does that, it will increase the likelihood she's holding Flame Strike. If she doesn't choose to do that, it increases the likelihood that she is not currently holding on to Flame Strike. It is always possible, of course, she's holding on to Flame Strike and just has something better to do with all of her mana. Storm Enchantment's a pretty good card. Oh boy. Well, I don't think I have any good answers. If I silence the Storm Enchantment, this stays at 2 health. Its health doesn't drop. So I think, really, I can Starfall, kill this off, take this down to 4, trade. And that leaves me with 4 mana to, like, play a Worgen. I guess I think that's the best move. I mean, I can't let this stuff stick around. Durg. Well, my opponent just got me to use my Premier Removal spell. And I fell behind a card because I never did finish off the Shattered Sun Cleric with my Shapeshift. So my opponent's ahead now. Boo. Boobity boo boo.
Pay attention, class.
Oh, jeez. Ah, that's so good. Even if I silence it, it like almost doesn't even matter. It kills both of these creatures. Okay, the Ogre's good. The Ogre's definitely good. Wait a minute. I can Power the Wild. That'll let me attack into it. Wind Fury. Yep, totally doing that. So the Power of the Wild, it's not doing a whole lot. It's just making this guy a 7-8, so it's a total waste if my opponent has another Polymorph. That's the breaks. Did she have a Polymorph for my War Golem? Or did something else get polymorphed? I can't remember. But, yeah, that would be sad. Looks like she doesn't have it. She's just healing up here. Fireball on my dude. Well, my dude lives. So that's good. I think I have to do... Oh, jeez. Well, I think we have to do this. I'm going to swing like that. Always swing first before you panda. There should be like a television series for Hearthstone, like Sesame Street, like, always swing before you panda. So you attack first, then you pander the creature back. So basically I use this to heal the ogre. Now this is what's called a greedy play, because I'm basically committing a lot of resources to having to replay the ogre later. I felt like there it was worth it because the ogre was just going to die for no reason, so might as well let it live. Okay, so she's going to get to kill off everything, but she doesn't have to spend her creature for it and her entire turn, so it's 3 cards to 3 cards, and I get to play first. So here's the question, do I nourish or do I ogre? I'm going to nourish. I bet I'm going to get something to play. Like that. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Now, ordinarily, I would say you want to play this as the charger for the extra damage. However, I'm basically sacrificing 4 damage to get 2 health, and I think it's worth it in case of more flame strikes. Now, if she plays a fireball, then I'll just be sad, because then I missed out 4 damage for nothing. But that's, you know, you just gotta make decisions. You gotta pick gambles, and that was mine.
We must
All right, she's gonna make
cleanse
this
the
a 4/7, which is quite large actually. And start to work my guy down, which I cannot blame her for. Let's take a look at my new card before doing anything. Savagery. Yes, yes. Okay, here's what we're going to do. Claw. Hero ability. God, this savagery. As long as you have some enablers, it's really good. And then we're going to do the extremely impressive animation. And then I'm going to do another... Well, I can attack this... And it's just attack with my hero. So that's 7 damage total. This then goes down to 1 health and then it'll die. I could do another loose swipe to finish this thing off. Or another option, I can actually silence this down to a 4 or 3/6. Then attack and attack. And this is at 2 health, which makes all the difference. Alright, we'll do that. It's a bit of a loose silence. Well, either I lose my creature or I do a loose silence or I do a loose swipe. I mean, there was no ideal answer there. So if my opponent has another Flame Strike, it would be her whole turn, and because I got such good card advantage on that turn, I'll be fine, because I'll have 3 cards to her 2, and I'll be the first to replay. So I'm fine against Flame Strike, that's totally fine. This is the card she just drew.
Give me a quest.
Questing Adventurer, well, let's see how big she can make it.
I can take
Mana Addict, that's a bad card. Is she going to get it up to 4/4? Oh, it looks like she's gearing up for a blizzard. That's troublesome. Well, while this guy is good, I'm gonna play him. And
Die, mage.
I could hit her for 8. I'm just gonna take it slow here. I really feel like I have such advantage that I can afford to be slow. Because I mean, even after she kills this, it's 3 cards to 2, and 2 of my cards are extremely good. So, I mean, she could either have single target removal, in which case it's just 1 for 1 and I still have the extra cards, or she could have multi-target removal, in which case these guys will just survive it. But yeah, these shenanigans with the mage's hero ability, picking away at creatures, makes that so strong. Alright, she's going to finish off my creature. Fine. And... oh my gosh, she's got nothing. Well, I'm not going to hold back. This is a very impressive board here, and my arena life is on the line. One way or the other, the arena ends right here. So does the mage come up with something I couldn't come up with? And find a way to win? I mean, she could in theory have it. I mean, mages, folks, mages can always have an out. She can do like Cone of Cold, play a creature. Cone of Cold, play another creature. Cone of Cold, play another creature. I mean, it's possible. It's possible. Well, we make it to 9 wins as Druid. Wow, that was 2 9-wins arena and 9-win arenas in one day, and 2 less impressive arenas in one day. So I hope you enjoyed this one, folks. If you did, please like and/or subscribe. I'd appreciate it tremendously. And if you want to stick around for Papa Boris's Happy Fun Time bonus hour, then please do. Oh, it's another double packer. Yeah. So this is 100. Wow, what the hell did I just sound like? Oh, it's another double packer. Yeah, what is that? Anyway, 185 gold and some dust is fine by me. Last time I got a double packer, it was actually all duplicates. It was really funny. Let's see if we can get some new cards. Oh no, I think I crafted 2 of these. So the fact that I found 2 since then is really, really sad. I don't think that was anything new. Epic Bestial Wrath. You've got to be kidding me. I don't know. I don't think I have any abominations. I think some of that was new. Yes, there was. One new rare and one new common. Well, the quote-unquote good news about that, I suppose, is that I'm getting lots of dust now when I open the packs. So that's something. I think it was the abomination, right? Yeah, the abomination. Ooh, it was my second one. Yay. So I'm getting lots of dust now. I guess that's cool. No daily quests. I got the natural dominance. And let's go ahead and take a peek at our next arena. It's going to be Mage, Druid, or Shaman. Oh, well, we just did Druid, so Shaman or Mage, both awesome classes. I really hope it's Shaman time. I really hope it's Shaman time. I want to play some Shaman. It's gonna be great. I'm gonna look forward to it. I hope you do too. See you then, folks. Till next time.